Well, the thing that fascinates me most about paranormal phenomena is the idea of getting something on video or audio or some physical evidence of the existence of life after death, that we do survive the death of the body, that there is some sort of continuing existence beyond our physical life here on earth, and that we do continue to exist even after we die. And this is what we go out to investigate, is to try to gather proof and evidence for ghosts. And by proving the existence of life after death, you kind of prove that there are the possibility of ghosts, and that ghosts do hang around for various reasons. Well, one of the ways that we try to better the chances of getting things to show up on video and audio tape is to interact with the ghost. You just can't just set up a camera, set up some equipment, and just sit back and just hope that the ghost is going to start talking. I believe that there are several ways that ghosts make themselves known to people. And of course, obviously, the best way is visual, but it's not often the most reported way. The most reported way that people experience ghosts is through sounds, by far. More people hear noises like footsteps, rapping sounds, musical notes, disembodied voices, sounds of furniture being moved around, taps and so forth, and little knocks. That's what people mostly experience. And these can be residual in nature, which means that they may not be an intelligent spirit. It may just be sounds of people that were in the home at one time, going about their daily business still, and you're just picking up the sounds of a bygone era, still to this day, like kind of hearing the sounds from a past time. People sometimes will actually get smells that people will experience, and these can be from floral scents to pipe tobacco, cigarette smoke, or something really rotten like rotten eggs sometimes. That can be very prevalent. People can feel ghosts in cases of cold spots, or sometimes your hair might stand up on your arm or in the back of your neck. You might get goosebumps. You might actually feel something brush past you, or you might feel a rush of wind suddenly go past you from a completely closed room, or a complete temperature drop very quickly. You might walk into or walk out of a little area that's very, very cold, and there's no draft, no open window. Of course, visual sighting is by far the most dramatic way of seeing a ghost, but it's not very often experienced by people. We've photographed a lot of ghosts, but a lot of them have not been seen when we photograph them. They just show up later on the film. But when you see something, they always say seeing is believing. So when you see something, that's the most dramatic way of experiencing ghosts. But I think any of your senses can be affected by a spirit. If we're getting something on video that doesn't look like an orb, it looks like a person, it looks like an apparition, and there's nobody like that dressed in the environment, you have to wonder what you captured. And in these cases, we would have to say, yes, this is definitely an earthbound spirit, this is definitely something intelligent, and this is not a residual. But yet if we're getting something that is simply just footsteps, or just random noises, or just sounds, and nothing that seems to be intelligent, then it might be a residual haunting, but it's still an interesting thing. There may still be something there, but it may not be something that you could ever interact with. So the interactive ghost, the one that's there, that's intelligent, that wants to talk and interact, those are the ones we really look for. The residuals, though, are interesting as well. Even just a personal experience is something that has to be documented. That's why everyone that's is part of an investigation writes up their own little report. And then as they're doing that, later when they're reviewing their audio or their video, at the time they had their personal experiences, if it then coincides with something that they captured, so much the better. Because now you got something to back up that personal experience. Because now you have either an EVP, a disembodied voice, a figure, something on video or audio that may have happened at the very same time when you had that chill, that breeze go past you, your arm suddenly get cold, or whatever happened to you, that personal experience. So personal experiences must always be documented.